Hey y'all, it's your Aunt Kathy again. So, you said you wanted to understand why Grandpa is like this. Why does he believe strange stuff, and why is he doing things that harm your future? This next bit may feel a long way from your question, but bear with me, we're getting there. The last video discussed how mythologies help people build a larger us. In other words, how they help us treat people we don't know as if they're part of our tribe. This time we're going to explore how a mythology works in our brains. And later we'll explain why it matters. In other words, why can't Grandpa just change his opinions when he learns new things? As psychologist, Daniel Kahneman explored how people make decisions. Along the way, his research found two different channels of thinking, fast and slow. May his spirit forgive me for how I'm simplifying his decades of research, which led to a Nobel Prize, but here's how that matters to our story. We use fast thinking when we're doing things we're comfortable with, like driving a car or riding a bicycle. These are both extremely complicated activities, but once we've learned how to do them, they seem effortless, maybe even relaxing. Do you remember what it felt like to learn how to ride a bike? When you're learning to ride a bike, you're using your slow brain. It's stressful with lots of mistakes, frustration. Your brain even burns more calories in slow mode. Thinking in slow mode can be exhausting. With enough effort and practice, though, riding a bike gets written into your fast thinking. Riding a bike then becomes, well, like riding a bike. Similarly, can you remember how difficult and frustrating it was to learn your multiplication tables? How hard is it now? What's 5 times 4? Y'all, we can train our brains to perform complex tasks in fast mode. Driving can be fun, but what happens when it isn't? Those of you who've learned how to drive, have you ever gotten angry while you were driving? It probably wasn't while you were going 75 on the freeway. It probably was when you had to slog through a complicated traffic situation. Have you ever had to turn down the radio so you could concentrate on driving? How did that feel? We tend to get frustrated, sometimes even angry, when we are forced to switch from our fast brain to using our slow brain. Slow thinking is usually uncomfortable. It almost hurts. We can get mad when someone forces us to shift from fast thinking to slow. Our previous videos talked about how mythologies define who is us and who is them. In other words, who's a friend and who's an enemy. A mythology installs these concepts in our fast brain. They operate at an unconscious level, usually without any questioning or doubt churned up by slow thinking. When someone presents us with information that undermines our mythologies, we often react as if someone forced us to perform long division by hand. That's a lot, y'all. We're going to go deeper next time, and for now, we're just going to take a break and let that sink in. Y'all, until then, take care, and take care of each other.